Strange Academy Finals issue number 1. So I guess we had to rebrand for whatever reason. Now, I guess that kind of makes sense because the semester's over, so we could technically do a number 1 again if we wanted to. This time we're doing a little bit of a mini to kind of wrap up the story that was going on. And, okay, that's fine. This could have easily been like issue 20. I know why it's not, but I think it could have easily been that. Because I don't think the sales are too bad on this book. But I guess a number 1 does help, like, with, like, that market of, like, oh yeah, new number 1. That's fun. Strange Academy's still going strong. Cool. But I also feel like the part of this book that was working was, it was its own story. It didn't need to have everything else happen. But whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's get into this. If you are kind of lost on where the book has been for the past little bit and you haven't really been like reading it, you're in luck because this issue opens with a little bit of a backstory. So a nameless student is writing a letter to her mom or dad, just kind of recapping the events that have happened in Strange Academy in the Marvel Universe at large. Like Doctor Strange dying. Stephen is still dead technically, and then Dr. Voodoo and Miss Stanton were kind of just like, everything's fine, kids, nothing's going bad. And then Calvin had a magic jacket that turned out to be evil, and it attacked all the kids, and then one of the kids ate it. And then he was kicked out of the school for practicing dark magic with Gaslamp and Puppet. And basically, Emily was dating Doyle Dormammu, and they have like a prophecy linked to them that one of them will be the destroyer of all things and all magic, the other one will be the one against them. And because Doyle is the son of Dormammu, everybody thinks it's going to be Doyle, but it's slowly starting to look like it's going to be Emily Bright. Because she started a revolution in the halls of Strange Academy that they're going to leave until Calvin is back. Essentially, she is fed up with the way people are treating the students and the way the adults are talking to them. So she's starting a revolution. She had the mindless ones in her control. She got Zelma and Brother Voodoo away. Kicked them away, and then she took control of the Strange's house, but that's gone now. Now they're staying at a summer camp in the Dark Dimension, and the kids are just kind of hiding out until things get back to normal, and the woman that is writing this letter hands it to Zoe in hopes that it's going to find a way to her parents, but Zoe's like, I'm going to give this to Emily. She gives it to Emily like, kids are scared, you're freaking people out. I don't think you're the hero of this story, Emily, but in classic turn to villain form, Emily burns the letter, just like, I'm protecting them. They just need to realize that I'm doing this for them, keeping them safe. This is for everybody, including Calvin. And Zoe's like, if this was about Calvin, you'd be trying to find out where he is and not using him as your martyr, okay? So what's Calvin doing? He's going down a deep path, and maybe that's what I like this book so much, is that it's really going against, like, tropes of these characters. Calvin is, like, the happy-go-lucky kid. He turns to the dark side. He's working for Gaslamp and Puppet, which is evil magic. He's trying to get these guys hooked on dark magic. The first hit was free. You know how it goes. Gonna cost you for the rest. Well, these guys just beat him up because they don't want to pay. And guess what? Gaslamp and Puppet are kind of upset about that. So Calvin's pleading his case like, please, I can do better. Like, I understand, but Gaslamp doesn't care about that shit. He doesn't care about you, Calvin. Instead, he's going to put you to work in the drain. So what's the drain? Well, this little boy's going to find out that the drain is just like a big machine that humans are strapped to so they can take their wishes and use it as magic, because all magic comes with a price. This one just happens to be controlling children. Terrifying. Terrifying. What is going on? Like, I'm just like, okay, I can get behind that, but this is a huge twist. Kind of excited to see where it goes, not going to lie. I like it. Again, going in different directions with Calvin and Emily is something I think this book has done really well, just changing what you'd expect those characters to go through. So what's going on at Strange Academy currently? You know, while Emily has her faction off in the other world, Miss Maximoff, Wanda Maximoff, is here wearing her scarlet colors but in teacher attire, and she's going to be teaching the kids perception reality, basically changing the way things look so other people think things are different. For example, our friend Gus the Frost Giant has been outside the entire time. What if we change perspectives and it looks like he's in the classroom? Or is the school just bigger and he could finally walk inside? We think he's normal size. He thinks we're small. Everything is kind of fun. A cute little moment. It's fun. I like the way that everyone starts to like touch Gus and he's like, please stop touching me. Everyone's just kind of uncomfortable. I think that's really fun. A nice little moment. I like that. Just something for Gus to do. Very fun for that book. You will notice that our main characters are kind of divided up now, the people staying at Strange Academy and the ones that have gone with Emily. It's kind of fun that way. So Wanda Maximoff is trying to get Doyle to do like some perception reality. So he tries to do it. Nothing is working well for him. He goes purple again, and his fears become too strong, and what he manifests is himself fighting Emily. It is terrifying, and then one is like, well, this is actually real, so we're going to have to fight this away and stop everything from going crazy. So everybody's fighting. Jermaine summons like a huge gorilla to beat the evil Dormammu boy, and it kind of snaps it out. And Doyle kind of kills Emily in a sense. He's like, this isn't real, so I can kill her, so he does. And he apologizes for letting his emotions get the best of him. But Wanda doesn't care. She's like, look, that's hardly the worst I've ever done. She doesn't say that, but come on. We all know what Wanda's done. It's fun. Again, Doyle is a different type of character than what you're expecting. He's not a hothead. He's kind of uncomfortable and shy and a little bit weird, and I think that's really fun to see. We go back to what Emily's doing because her arm is turning into this weird, dark, distorted rock, charcoaly color. Zoe calls her out and is like, the longer we're in the dark dimension, the worse it's making your arm. But Emily just goes straight up to Attic going like, I hate you. This is different. You're a zombie. You don't understand what I'm going through. She's like, you're not. And that's different. She's like, you made a selfish choice to be a zombie. You and your stupid selfish choice. You're trying to save someone. Blah, blah, blah. Emily just being a bad person. Huge change in character. Like, this is a huge tonal shift. And you could have it be that the dark dimension powers are draining her and making her say different things and act a different way. Maybe Dormammu himself is controlling her a little bit. I could be on board with that. I think it makes a little more sense if she's just losing it because she's sick and tired of people just subverting the expectations. So her and Zoe get into a huge fight, yelling at each other. They're against each other. Desi is not wanting to hurt Zoe, so she stops Zoe from throwing a punch, and then Desi just demolishes the building. And you're like, oh shit, that's crazy, because the Desi and Zoe relationship was teased a little bit. And you see the shift in both of them where Desi is starting to look more like a demonic figure and Emily is starting to look more like a demonic figure. The rest of the students just watch. Zoe gets up, and this is where Emily's like, okay, I get it. It's time for Zoe to leave. In fact, if none of you want to be here, you can go. I'm done doing this. You want to march back into that school, do this stupid little thing, you can go. I don't care. It's whatever, it's fine, I don't give a shit. But if you want to stay, we're going to put an end to Strange Academy. Clearly, Emily is headed down a dark path. And if you want my honest opinion, I hope they don't subvert it and make her just like under somebody's thrall. She should become a villain. That would be a really cool twist to see. Something that I don't think a lot of people would be expecting, but I'd be on board for it. I would be on board for it. So, I guess this is the finals now. We got a couple more issues of this book. I have to imagine it's wrapping up to something big, because these kids are going through hell and back. They're more angry, they're more angsty, everybody's kind of on edge a little bit more. Nothing is really working the way you want it to. Emily's losing her mind, Doyle is losing his sanity, Calvin is under the thrall of Gaslamp. It's all crazy. And it's finals, baby. There you go. The world's falling apart for everybody. Kind of fun that way. You gotta say, it's kind of fun. I dig it. So Strange Academy Finals, issue number 1. I'm going to give a 7 out of 10. Now, thank you guys for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, good luck.